All right, how's everybody doing today? Good. How was Thanksgiving? Did everybody have good chicken?
Yeah.
What'd you have? You had turkey? You didn't have ham? No. Did you kill a turkey? You bought one?
Yes.
You know, when you walk in the giant eagle with a gun and you take a turkey out and blow it away, people get really nervous, right? So I'm glad you didn't kill it. You just went and picked it up. That's it scares people in the frozen food section. So we're going to talk today about going out and sharing the gospel of Jesus. All right. So I want to ask you this: if you are asked at school to stand up in front of the whole school and tell them something all by yourself, how many of you would be nervous? A little scared? One? You sure? All right, two. What if there's 10,000 people and I put you in front of a crowd with a microphone and I ask you to tell them something you maybe haven't ever told anybody before? Would you be nervous? Yeah. Well, guess what? When we share the message of Jesus, sometimes we can be nervous. And sometimes it's not easy. So we have to learn how to do that. But see, Jesus gave us this really cool way of doing it in Mark. And what he did was he took the disciples who didn't really know everything they were talking about either, and he told them to go out in pairs, to go out and to form a buddy system. So how many of you have ever been part of a buddy system at school or at Scouts? You know, Grant, what's a buddy system?
Buddy system is when two people get together and make sure the other one isn't left behind or hurt or anything. That's why there's a buddy system. That's
right. All right. So I was in a buddy system at Scouts. Maddie has been my buddy for about 20 years. And she's trying to find another buddy, I think. Right? I keep getting her in trouble everywhere we go, and she has to fix it. Right? But our buddies are there to help us out, to make sure that things go well. They're there to calm our nerves. They're there to give us words to speak when maybe we don't have them ourselves. They're there to encourage us and to keep us safe. All right? So when Jesus told the disciples to go out 2 by 2, Jesus invented the very first buddy system. And what he told the disciples is help each other. Pray with each other. Share the message with each other. And as you go together, the Spirit will be with you together. And you'll be more prepared to share the gospel. So I want to encourage you guys today, as you sit here and look around, is to find your buddy when you share the gospel. Maybe it's somebody on the stage with you. Maybe it's somebody at home. Maybe it's somebody at school. Maybe it's a friend that you haven't seen for a while. But to share the gospel with Jesus and do it excitingly. But as you do it with excitement, as you do it with joy, to not be scared. Because we can take somebody with us to help us. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to have to do stuff by yourself. It's more fun to do it with a buddy, right? So I encourage you guys, when we tell you to go share the gospel, you don't have to do it all by yourself. You can take somebody with you. And in fact, Jesus encourages us to do just that. To take a friend, to take somebody with us to help us out. We're going to talk to the adults today about the buddy system as adults, right? And sometimes we don't like to ask for help, but this is one case Jesus tells us we definitely should. We should take people with us, all right? You think it's something we can do for evangelism, all right? Next week we're going to start talking about Christmas and all the stuff that comes with it and the reason we celebrate it. And as we do that, think about how you can share that message that we're going to learn with some of your friends, maybe some people you play sports with, maybe somebody you're going to be sitting in a hunting blind with this week or next week, right? That you can share the message of the gospel with and be a little bit better at sharing Jesus' name because you have somebody with you. Does that make sense, guys? All right, let's bow our heads for prayer. Dear Father, I pray this morning as these young men and women go out from this church, from this building, from this congregation, that, Lord, you would speak to them, you would guide them, that, Lord, you would fan a flame within them. That as they go out from here, they would go with friends, they would go with their buddies. That they would be willing to share your gospel to those they meet wherever they are and whoever they come across. Father, we pray that you'll be with them and guide them, that you'll keep them in your hands and in your name. It's in your name we pray, Lord. Amen. All right.